All right, we back live. Part two. Got some shit handled. All right. So, back to my dog and shit like that, man. Let's get back to it, man. Um, so we left off on Sugar Ray Leonard. No, we left off on Mike Tyson,
Mike Tyson.
Riddick Bowe.
Yeah.
Okay, now you from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Give me your top five New York fights all time.
All times.
All time.
Um, Tyson, definitely number one by far. Then number two, I gotta go with Zav.
Zab. Okay. I'm fucking with it.
Um, Top five by New York.
Just New York, straight New York. Because Philly and New York are the two best fighting cities. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Oakland, but I know
Yeah,
Philly, New York, number one and number two.
yeah.
Need five. We gotta give five from New York. Man. Come on now.
Five. I'm trying to think. Like nothing ain't clicking to me right now. Because
Man,
those
you got Harlem.
it's like the really the dominant.
I'm gonna give you my five, right? I'm gonna
I
let
just
you.
don't want to give out names and then I'm missing
Yeah.
like but I know top two is Zab and Mike Tyson for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna give you my five, and then you can build. Get your juices,
All right.
get your mind working.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, no particular order, but the Macho Man, Hector Macho Camacho, man, straight from East Harlem. You know what I mean? I gotta go.
Oh, if you want to put Camacho in there, all right.
He from New York,
What? Hmm? Yeah.
so I got Hector Camacho. I got Mike Tyson. I'm fucking Riddick Bowe. No doubt. Um, let me see. Let me see. I said Riddick Bowe, Tyson,
Tyson Camacho.
Camacho. I gotta fuck with Zab. I gotta fuck with Zab. I gotta fuck with Zab for sure. Uh, I feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing the killer, man. I know it's an old school cat, man. New York. They get busy. Why can't I think right now, man? See, you done rubbed off on me. See, you done
I
rubbed
think
off
I
on me.
think I gotta put Danny Jacobs in top five.
Okay. Fuck
He
with
more
that.
recent, but he did a lot to the sport and for just the New York area um in general. So I gotta add him in there.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. All right, so now listen. You promoter. You got the Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, Triller, money. You know what I'm saying? Um, give me five fighters that you would take to promote.
Give you five fighters that what?
That you would promote. So if you had Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, Bob M, Triller money, you could take five fighters to promote. Who are those fighters?
Unsigned or that just
Don't
in
it don't
free
matter. It don't
agent?
matter.
Canelo will be number one.
I hate that fucking guy. Wait, hate that fucking guy. But go ahead.
Canelo, and then I would go after the young dudes because they'll be they'll last longer. So I think Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
I think I'll sign
You
Ryan Garcia.
you just named two I just don't like. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's about money though. It's like me a promoter. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about what's gonna bring that bag. Like so.
That's if he fights, he don't have mental issues.
The who?
No, he said he got mental illness, so he said he a little depressed, so he ain't fighting right now. So you're gonna miss money on him anyway.
Who? Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Uh, um, I think I'll sign Ryan Garcia. I'll say I'll sign Tank for sure.
Now you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
Yeah, I'll sign Tank for sure. Was that 3?
Uh-huh.
Dang, this is kind of tricky.
You gotta go to a stablemate, man. What the fuck is going on?
I didn't want to be biased.
Listen,
But,
this is a biased platform. Hey, listen, let me tell you this real quick before you go any further. This is a biased platform. All bias is welcome.
Yeah,
All right.
I didn't
All
want to
bias
say
is
it.
welcome.
I didn't want to say it that niggas be like, of course he gonna say it. That's like his family. So of course Edgar. He's rising star in the sport right now. So what's that for? For that's all like in the same weight class too, more or less. And Earl Spence.
Okay. For sure.
So it's like everybody that like I'm signing, like even though they can fight, a lot of those dudes like they're like money makers. Like
Yeah, global stars and shit. I got you. Yeah, I think Edgar Berlanga's gonna eat. If they take their time and keep letting him do what he's doing, I think he's gonna be all right.
yeah, definitely he's a rising force in the sport. So and he
Yeah.
got the right people behind him. He getting the celebrity power behind him. So it's like
Yeah, just keep him away from my just keep him from my dog. That's it.
You said what?
Just keep him away from my dog, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
Steven Nelson, man. You know what I mean? So cold, man. You know. You know.
I mean, like, this when that opportunity present itself, we gonna see.
And listen. Me
Because
and you gonna
everybody know him as a knockout artist in the pros, but like I was raised with the kids in the sport of boxing since we was both 7, 8 years old. So like I know that like it's more than just the power and like
yeah.
the boxing, the
It's
IQ,
hard.
the
It's
punches.
hard. It's hard not to fall in love with it, though. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to fall in love with your power when every time you touch somebody, they go to sleep. You know what I mean? But I always tell people I don't judge people off their last fight. I judge them off their body of work because anybody can have an off night. You know what I'm saying? So when people be like, "Oh, he didn't get him out of there," he just had an off night. You know what I mean? But that's why I never judge people off their last performance. I always like to look at their body of work and see how they always performed because anybody can have an off night. So even the off night, even though they say it's off night, even with that off night, I felt like he put on a great performance.
I mean I don't think it was an off night. It was just
I'm saying all things. I'm saying like as far as
yeah.
not for not. That's why I did these. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like because of who he is and his stature and what he was doing. For him, it was an off night, but for regular, you know what I mean? So for a boxing fan, we knew like I'm looking at a good fight. I'm looking at him take his shot, take his time, he picking his shots and shit like that. But it's easy to fall in love with your power. You've been knocking people out since you got in the pros. It's hard not to just try to, you feel me, get somebody up out of there.
Yeah, you know what it is too. Is it's hard to knock somebody out that is just in there to survive. They're not trying to fight. Like
Yeah,
even like that dude had a lot of power himself. Like he got what 23 wins with 20 knockouts coming. So it's
yeah.
like he was a big puncher too. But like once he felt his power is like he was just fighting. His fight was to survive the fight.
Just so he can say he didn't get knocked out. That's all he was doing.
Exactly. So it like
Yeah,
it was hard for, and even with that, like this nigga knocked him out. I guess
knocked him down a few
dropped him
times.
like a couple times, and even the last round, he got put down a bad knockout. If it was some more time on that last round,
Yeah,
he could have definitely closed the show, but
I think if it was more rounds,
yeah,
he would have got him. But you know what else too? I told somebody, I said I think too, it was the crowd too though.
yeah,
Because if you remember the knockouts they had in the bubble, it was just him, the ring, Coach Dre. You know what I mean? It was that was all they had. You know what I'm saying? Um, shout out to Lloyd, man. Appreciate you for watching the shit like that. You feel me? Um, but that's what I thought it was. I thought it was more like he wanted to be proud because remember when if you notice the fights that he had before, it wasn't so like I gotta get him. You know what I'm saying? He was picking his shots better when it was just him and no crowd. You feel what I'm saying? Because there was nobody to please. And it's hard because it's hard to the crowd because no matter what you do, they're gonna critique it anyway.
yeah,
Shout out to my dog Hustle Home, man. We in here. Because for me, I listen, I tell people I like the guy. You know what I mean? I think he's young and he got time to become whatever he gonna become. You know what I'm saying? I think
yeah,
he got a lot of time. So ain't no rush. I don't think. You know what I mean? I think he still has enough time to keep building and keep working towards that. Because either way, they're gonna say like, "Oh, he didn't get him out of there. Oh, he good for his knockouts." So either way, you can't even please anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing about boxing. Uh, it's such a lonely sport because no matter what you do, man, people gonna critique it. You could do everything good, and somebody's still gonna say, "Oh, he didn't do this, or he didn't do that." But I think
yeah. But like, as long as they speaking about it, you doing your job because the problem is when nobody talking about it at all. If you're doing good, you do not. If you're not getting mentioned, it's like as long as they mention your name, good, bad, however they wanna do it, is like that's you doing your job. As long as you staying relevant, your name is being in the mix, and keep doing what you're doing. That's all.
for sure. What was your takeaway from last night's fight? I don't know if you got to watch it. Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares.
Oh man, that dude was super sharp. He was super sharp. Devin Haney he was sharper than a knife last night. So he definitely went out there and showcased his skills last night.
So what do you say to the people that said, "Oh man, he has legs and uh, holding and stuff like that"? What do you say to them?
It's boxing, and like you gonna get hit. And he's in there with a 3-4 time world champion, and not like it's boxing. Like what you expect of a dude not to get hit at all? Like it's boxing. So
Yeah, we had
like
I had some.
like I just said, like they going as long as they saying something and they keeping you relevant, keep doing what you're doing. Like he looked super sharp yesterday. He could have won that fight with his jab alone. Like he made the fight a little harder than what he was supposed to, just to prove a point. But that dude couldn't. He didn't really have no answers for him.
Nah, and that's what I'm telling you. They keep talking about Teofimo Lopez and all this shit, and it's like, uh, where was he at a month ago? 3 months ago, he wasn't saying none of that shit before.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. They
Um.
water all them KOs, and they still talk that shit about him. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it really it's one thing about boxing, man. I mean, it's a long fucking sport, man. That's why I try my best. Like I used to call everybody bums all the time, like in their respective sports. But the more I started like getting into it, and the more I started studying the game, I was like, man, I can't call nobody a bum. The only person I call a bum is Keith Thurman because I hate that guy. But other than him, I don't really call people
Was
bums.
who?
Keith Thurman, I hate that
Oh,
guy. I hate that fucking guy.
yeah.
Uh, Dude, Keith Thurman makes me so upset, bro. I don't know why. He just makes me so mad. Everything about him just pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the Al Heyman money, right? Fantasy fight. You could take a fighter from way back when, and then a fighter right now. You could take two fighters right now or two fighters from back then. Your fantasy fight. You got your opening bout, you got your co-main, and your main event. What's your opening bout? What's your co-main, and then what's your main event?
So it can't be like three mega fights on one card. It don't make sense.
You can do whatever you want. It's a fantasy. So basically, if you want to put, you could put Muhammad Ali versus Tyson.
Oh
You could
yeah,
do all that.
that's a fight right there. Like that would be the main the main event right there. Tyson versus Ali. Then something that people want to see, I'll probably have it open it up. Will be Crawford and Spence.
Okay. Okay.
Um and co-main, I would like to see Sugar Ray and Floyd.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. See, that's oh shit. That's a hell of a card, boy. That's a hell of a card. Shout out to my dog D Hodges, man. Salute to my brother. Hustle home. We ain't trying to hear that. But if y'all want to holler at Chris, man, y'all can hit that link and y'all can talk to him, ask him some questions and shit like that. Um, who wins that first bout? Crawford or Spence?
Yeah, it like some days I say Crawford, some days I say Spence, but overall, I think I gotta vibe with Crawford.
Okay, I got Errol Spence. The same way me and you was talking about Steven Nelson and Jacob Berlanga.
Yeah,
Same how me and my boy Steven Nelson talk about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. So I always, I gotta be real. I gotta talk to the homies. I gotta tell them, how I'm feeling about the situation. But I think Errol Spence got it, man. I think he's the truth, man. He's the truth. So who you got winning the co-main event?
I think Floyd.
Me too.
Floyd, yeah, Floyd over Sugar Ray. But I would like to see it just because, like, what if, you know,
It'll be a hell of a chess match for real.
Sugar Ray throwing like a million punches. So it was like, and it was different back then than like, but yeah. So I still side with Floyd, but
All
I
right.
still would love to see it.
Who's winning your main event?
Shit, Tyson or Ali. Damn. I think whoever shows up that night. That's the, I ain't gonna pick. That one is whoever shows up that night.
So we talking Tyson Customato, Tyson
Yeah,
versus okay.
top dog Tyson, top dog Ali. I think it's whoever really shows up because Tyson, like I said, is powerful and explosive. And Ali just got that. He flows. He could just straight out box him, but one punch can end the night. So
For sure, for sure.
heavyweights, all heavyweight fights are like that though. It's like one punch can end the night. Like any weight class, but especially with the big boys, like that. That's why they everybody counting Wilder out for the Fury fight, but
I got him beating the shit out of Fury this time.
yeah, I think he gonna knock him out.
See, we're on the same side, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Finally, the same page.
yeah, I think he gonna knock him out.
For sure. So we're gonna switch back to you in your boxing career and shit. What's it like being with Andre Rozier?
Um, it's good. It's a great training. He a lot of tricks he showed me in the pros, and so it's a great experience, and especially I'm back linked up with my brother Edgar. So it's like we both push each other, and we just learning off each other.
For sure, man. I'm hoping Danny Jacobs gets back with Rozier, man. I know they finally got this. I know they squashed they beef, but he got to get back with Andre Rozier, man. Because I mean, I'm gonna just be honest, man. He ain't shit without him. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Andre Rozier is a hell of a trainer, and without Andre Rozier, we seen what he looked like. If Andre was in his corner, there's no way Gabriel Lozano looks as good as he
Yeah,
does. Shout out to you. I know it's probably one of your family members.
yeah, and my sister.
Shout out to sister. I know she probably had to fight. You
Yeah,
had a whole.
and she also part of my team. Actually, she got her own catering business, Spicy Kitchen. So she do all my food preps and everything. Getting me eating right and keeping my weight low. So shout out to her.
Hey,
And
listen, we're gonna do a documentary on your life, bro. Soon. I think that's what we finna do. Cause I've been getting into documentaries and shit, and I think this would be a good one. Um, the shit that you persevered to come through and to stay on your journey in boxing. The team that you got around you, man, I think it'd be a hell of a documentary, man. I'm in the process of finishing up one right now, so I'm trying to get these documentaries up and out. But I think your story would be amazing. I think that's what I got into this podcast thing to do, man. I want people to know your story and hear your story. We're gonna have a couple of questions in the chat, and you can for sure answer them. If y'all want to talk to him, I can beam in. I got the link in the chat. D Hodges, if you want to talk to him, hit that link in the chat. Yeah, man, the journey is amazing, man, and I want people to hear it, man, hear the story, you know, because boxing, man, not everybody can make it in this boxing game. Through politics and life is an amazing thing.
yeah, but boxing a very lonely sport. So, but what is his record?
So those are two questions that D has. What
I'm
division are
2 and
you
0.
in, and what's your record?
Yeah,
Three
I'm
and
2
zero.
and 0 with. Huh?
Three.
Yeah, after next week I'll be 3
Yeah,
and 0.
yeah.
Yeah, after next week I'll be 3 and 0 with 3 knockouts. And my last fight was at 42, but I'm originally lightweight 135.
For sure. So, man, you got to tell us, man, what's the preparation uh, getting ready for a fight?
It's a lot of sacrifice. I'm getting ready for a fight, eating well, I'm training super hard, long hours in the gym, long miles you got to put in. just all around eating well and training hard, and most importantly is your rest. Like no hanging out. Just make sure you rest up. You see, well, man, I'm laying down right now, just getting my
Yeah.
body right. We 1 week away, so
I always try to do interviews on Sundays because I know that's the day. I know that's the day that everybody is resting. So I try to get all the interviews done on Sundays and shit. Normally I'm at the house in the man cave, but
yeah.
I had to get to the bag. These couple weeks is gonna be crazy, so I had to get to the bag. Um, so what's it like, man? Getting in there, man, in front of all those people and being able to perform.
Um, that that that's my favorite because like I'm not really like in the cameras and lights. I'm a real laid back person, so it's like. But when the lights and cameras on, when I'm in that circle in that square, it's like that's when I perform my best. Like the people cheer me on, like it brings the best out of me.
For sure. Um, Man, how were you able, so being so young in the sport, how were you able to get all those people to come to Philadelphia, man? You gotta let the secret out.
Um, I mean, it's just about being you. It's like where I'm from, they love me where I'm from, so they gonna support me on wherever I go. So I got a lot of love from in Brooklyn. So and I
Yeah,
stay
man.
true to who I am. I don't change, act funny with nobody. So they love me.
It's the Brooklyn way, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so if you had to choose right now to pick a promotional company, what promotional company do you think you'll go with?
Whatever deal sounds the best. Whatever offer is the best. Because I could probably like a company better than the other, but they're not offering what makes sense. So whatever makes sense is the one we will go to.
For sure. Do you think you close to signing a deal, or you just gotta put your head down and get to work?
Yeah, right now we just gonna stay busy as much as possible, and hopefully by next year we gonna try to lock something up.
Yeah, man. I hope all the best for you. For real. Um, man, this shit was good, man. I'm glad I was able to hop right back on and get right back to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate you for your platform and taking your time out and asking for the interview.
Shit, man. It's
Appreciate
all good, man. Shit, build
you.
together, man. No, we got to build together.
Yeah.
Um, so what fight are you looking forward to the most, man, in these next 3 months? You got Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. You got Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. You got Javante Davis about to fight. You got Jamel Charlo. You got Jamal Charlo. What fight you looking forward to the most?
Um, I want to see I probably want to see the Wilder and Tyson Fury. I want to see how he bounced back and if he gonna take his belt back. But
I'm going to that fight, bro.
yeah, besides that, I definitely want to see the Pacquiao and Errol Spence.
How you got that going?
I think Errol Spence gonna stop him.
I think the body shots is going to be the.
Yeah, I think Errol Spence gonna stop him. And but Pacquiao is like every time you count that man out, it like I'm like, yo, how he still got the energy to do this? So it should be exciting.
I want a lot of money uh, on that fight with him and Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
I
Was
want
he was he the underdog?
Pacquiao was.
Really? Pacquiao was the underdog for that?
Yep, because they said Keith Thurman was younger, and I knew Keith Thurman wasn't about shit. So I was rooting against his ass like a
Yeah, that
motherfucker
was a
too.
good bet. I would have
Like,
bet on Pacquiao for that too.
yeah, man. I don't miss too much. I don't miss too many bets, man. When I'm betting on boxing,
Yeah.
I don't really miss. The only fight that I missed last year, only fight I got wrong last year was Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and I think Tyson Fury cheated. You know,
Yeah,
let me,
that
let
count.
me ask you this:
They gave
being a
him like a
professional,
15 count.
so the second fight, right? I want to get your take on this. Is it possible to maneuver your gloves in a way where it looked like your whole fist can be seen?
Your whole fist is what?
Have you seen the pictures of Tyson Fury's gloves?
Yeah.
So do you think that's possible?
Um, like during the match or like before?
Before.
I mean, I from the pictures, the way it is, like it don't look like they put their gloves all the way in, but it won't make sense because you be hurting yourself more than anything. Because if you're hitting somebody with this part and no cushion, it's just like you hitting the wall or something. So it's like I don't know.
But shit, it's kind of like UFC fighters.
Mm.
You know what I
But
mean?
they got the padding and stuff.
But
So
see, if you go back and watch the fight, he hit Deontay Wilder like this. Like
yeah,
he coming like this every time. I mean, so I don't know, man.
I mean it's possible, but I think that it would be more painful hurting yourself in the meantime. It's like so it could be.
But his dad was a bare knuckle boxer.
Oh, Tyson Fury.
Yeah, he was a bare knuckle boxer. So that's why it's like, your hands, they kind of get calluses. You know what I mean? After a while, like when you hitting
Yeah.
stuff for so long and shit. But what do I know, man? I ain't nothing but a YouTuber and shit. So
Yeah, I mean, I seen the picture. It looked sketchy, but it is what it is.
for sure. Man, listen, man. Thanks for your time, man. Thank you for pulling up, man, and taking your time out, man. I really appreciate you for coming right back on, man. After we had to end it real quick, man. Like this again, and yeah. But I'm gonna hit you in your DM, man. We for sure gotta do a documentary, man. I think it'd be crazy. You know what I mean? I think,
Let's do it.
yeah, man. I need to come to New York anyway, man. I need to come. I ain't never been in New York in my life, so yeah, this would be a great time to come.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it. With that.
For sure. So, yeah, man, let everybody know where to find you at and where to follow you.
You can follow me on Kike Bermudez, KikeBermudez. You can also follow my brand page for the struggle. Just how you spell it, just how you think. This is one of the hats for the struggle.
You got to post more on that page too.
I'm working on rebranding it, so that's why we just created and a lot of new merch and different merch is gonna come out real soon.
Yeah, man, I'm for sure gonna support you, man, 100%. For sure, gonna support you, man. So once you get that shit up and running, I want one in sweatsuits, man. I need to. Whenever you make them shits again, I need one. You said what?
You said the what?
That the sweatsuit that everybody had on at
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
fight. I need one of them. So whenever y'all make them again, shit, I buy one for sure, no question about it.
You gonna be at the fight
Which one?
Saturday, June 5th?
Nah, man, it's my anniversary's on the 1st, so I
Oh
can't get to Philly that quick. You know, I
yeah.
got. You know, I'm in California.
Oh, you in Cali?
Yeah, I'm in California. So,
Oh,
but what I do is if I got somebody that's been on the show or something, I can make they fight. I just go on the flight and just fuck around and go. Yeah, Sheem was my boy, man. The one he headlined at the card that night.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my dog. So, whenever he fight,
Oh, you.
I'm flying out. Yeah. If you get on that, if you're on that July, like 24th, 25th card, I think if you on that, if you can get on that card, I'll be there too. I'll be there for that one for sure.
All right, cool.
And if anything, man, I can drive up to Brooklyn, man. And you know what I'm saying? We can chop it up and shit like that. But
yeah, definitely.
For sure, man. We're gonna stay in touch, man. Appreciate you for coming on, man. Thank you everybody for stopping through, man, and showing love, man. We're gonna get with y'all soon. And with that, man, we're gonna play this outro and we're gonna get on. All right, peace.
At the roots, he let the beats build, bitch, and we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm silent, boy, they can't change me. No.